Hello beautiful people, and welcome to your October Tarot Guidance with me, Julie Poole. Thank you so much for being here. If you are new here, welcome, and if you're coming back, thank you so much for coming back. I'm Julie Poole, a professional psychic, hypnotherapist, Reiki master teacher, law of attraction teacher, coach and author. My books are down there if you're interested in them. The link is below, as is the link to book in with me if you would like a private reading or healing session, coaching session. The links are all there. If you need some brief guidance and don't want to book in with me, I've put a link below to trykeen.com under my name, which gives you a discount, and they are online psychics on the telephone and online psychics minute by minute. If you want to check that out, there is a discount below. It starts from just $1.99 per minute, so that is there for you if you're interested. And as always, if this reading resonates and you enjoy it, do give it a like, a share, and if you haven't already, do subscribe. Without further ado, let's move into the readings now for October. Hello Aquarius, and welcome to October. We're going to pull two cards from the Wisdom of the Oracle as your advice, guidance for the month. And then we're going to have some cards from the Gilded Tarot, and then we're going to clarify with, the Tarot Dreams. We're going to clarify with the Gilded Tarot, and then finish off with some angel cards. Okay, we've got Round and Around just flipped out. Interestingly, Capricorn just had this, and No Place Like Home. Okay, Aquarius, what's going on, my lovelies? All right, No Place Like Home and Round and Around. All right, the Round and Around card talks about patterns going round and repeating themselves and repeating themselves. Now, this can be in relationships, in jobs, in money, in home. We think we fixed it and then it goes meh. Then we think we fixed it and it goes meh. And we keep going round in circles and we keep repeating the same pattern. Now, for some of you, this is related to home. This can be two separate messages, or this can be one message depending on your circumstances. It's a general read, so apply it to your own circumstances. But the No Place Like Home for me represents moving home, because you see there's a hook there. The house is being picked up and moved elsewhere. So some of you could be just keeping on the move, on the move, on the move, and you never seem to settle down. You never seem to find your roots, your stability, your place. For others of you, this Round and Around is related to what's going on in the home. So the same arguments, the same discussions, the same promises, and nothing changes. The same situation, nothing changes. For some of you, been trying to sell a home and you get a buyer and you lose them, and a buyer and you lose them. So apply this to your circumstances. Let's find out a little bit more. But this is the main energy around about your home, and something going round and around that doesn't seem to get to resolution. So let's find out what we can do about it. Okay, if this doesn't resonate for you and you're thinking, I have no clue what she's talking about, then it's not for you. But do watch out. Watch your moon and rising as well. Bear with me today, because I'm recording this while Mercury is in shadow retrograde, and I'm double Mercury, so I always get affected by it and my words get muddled, and I sometimes say things that are not correct. So just be patient with me, okay? I'm not perfect. Okie dokie. What do we have for my lovely Aquarius, please? All right, we have the Seven of Coins, the Four of Wands, the Judgment, the Four of Coins, the Lovers, and the Seven of Wands. We want that one that's sticking out the bottom. Three of Coins, the Ten of Wands, and the Palace of Wands. This is all about home, guys. These cards are confirming it. Home and relationships. I read diagonally across wherever I feel I need to go, but for me the central energy is the card right in the middle, which is the Lovers card. You've got the Lovers and Judgment, two major arcana cards here, and you have the Home card. We'll talk about that in a minute. So these cards are supporting the cards that we had out first of all. So the Lovers is relationships, but it's also about making decisions from the heart rather than the head. It's going with the instinct of what does my heart say? What does my gut say? I need to listen to it. Are my relationships solid and stable? And this can be a romantic relationship, but it can also, even though it's the lovers, be relationships between you and your children, you and your parents, and you and your friends. But there is some situation here that's going round and round in circles. And for some of you, this is related to your long-term relationship with your significant other. Doesn't have to be, but for some of you this is that we have been having conflict and defending ourselves and feeling insecure, and it's been a burden and it's been a struggle, but we've been in this relationship a long time. 7 of coins, you know, this is, I've been working on this for a long time. This card, she represents that she's built that tree, right? She's grown that tree. She put the seeds in the ground. She watered it, nurtured it, fed it, looked after it, pruned it, weeded it, did what she needed to do to get it strong. And with it being next to the 4 of Wands and the 4 of Coins, this is about, I've been working on this relationship or home, this stability, and I don't want to walk away from it. I don't want to give up on it. You know, I've put too much, I've invested too much into this for me to walk away. But something needs to transform because we're stuck in this cycle of going round and around. This could be the same old arguments, the same old habits, the same old. And it needs to change. It wants to change. Do I have to throw out the baby with the bathwater? Some of you, yes. Because this month, October is Libra season up until the 22nd. And Libra is all about relationships, balance, harmony. So where your relationship is not in balance, where it's going round and around with the same arguments, where it's causing difficulty at home, this is the month that we're going to tackle it. We're going to confront it. We're going to sort it. We're going to move towards this fresh start. The Judgment card, my throat is going mad. You need to talk. You really need to talk. You need to talk to your significant other, or if it's your children, or if it's your parents, whatever it is, you need to talk. Thank you, that's cleared now. Okay. So we want this fresh start. We want this rebirth, rising up from the ashes, coming away from the struggle. Because at home, 4 of Wands, at home, relationships, definitely with the Lovers card there, for many of you is a struggle. It's a burden. It's an effort. It's just too hard. I can't do this anymore. It's just too much. It needs to change. It needs to change. But I've been scared to change it. 4 of Pentacles, because that's my security. I've been scared to push too hard in case it all falls over and I lose everything. I'm frightened of hanging on too tight. Whereas actually, if I can just loosen my grip and take my power to stand in my truth and defend myself, protect myself, say, no, I'm not having that anymore. I'm not going to be pushed around like this anymore. I'm not going to be disrespected like this anymore, whatever it is for you. This is you holding your ground. You're going to hold your ground, but you've been scared to hold your ground in case it breaks. But these cards are saying something needs to break so that we can have that change. So we have the 7 of Coins. I've done a lot of work on this, but I'm holding on too tightly with the 4 of Coins. But I need some help. 3 of Coins is teamwork, all right? I can't fix it on my own. It takes 2 to make a relationship work. It only takes 1 to break it. So we have to work on this together as a team. Now, if this is a family situation where there's children or elderly parents involved or whatever it is, we need to do this together. If this is elderly parents, perhaps we need to bring in some support, social services. We need to bring in some counselling. What do we need to do? This is, you don't have to do it on your own, okay? You can take the lead, but bring in outside help to help you come out of this space of burden. And so with that teamwork, okay, the teamwork card, 3 of Coins, on that relationship will lead to a rebirth and a fresh start. Yes, I've done a lot of work on that relationship and I want to get it to here. the Palace of Wands. Palaces are places, environments, homes. This can be work or home, but this is a place where I feel empowered, impassioned, uplifted. I don't feel disempowered, okay? That I can move from the rebirth card, the judgment. I can lift it, rise up from the ashes with me holding my own space, and I can create a much happier, more empowered environment for myself and consequently for everybody else. All right, so seeing the way that these are flowing, the Seven of Coins about home. All right, been working on this environment at home, and it needs a rebirth. I've been insecure about making changes, but if I hold my own, I put my foot down, and I'm sure in my footing, and it gets some help, and look at it as a team that we work on this together, we can end that struggle, and we can end up with a much more harmonious place. It's a very clear message, very clear. Let's get some clarification. I don't feel we need it, but we will, because I have for every other sign. We'll get 6 more cards. Clarify this deck, please, this message. Thank you. Ace of Swords, a new beginning. Empress, creating. 2 of Swords, a bit confused. 7 of Swords, what do I need to leave behind? Tower, we need something to fall here. And Justice, we then come into balance. Lovely. Okay, so between the 7 of Coins and the 4 of Wands, we have the Ace of Swords. So this truth, this clarity, this focus. I know what I've got to do. I've got to come away from what has been, because it's not been working. I need to take with me what works, leave behind me what doesn't. Not necessarily leaving the relationship, but I'm leaving the toxicity behind, or the difficulties, the things that weren't working. I'm stepping into my Empress power. I am magnificent and powerful and beautiful, and I can create with effort, with determination. I can create something that is much, much better, and I am prepared to let things fall. The things that need to fall, I'm ready to let go now. I'm holding my own. Between the Lovers and the 7 of Wands, I am holding my own, and I'm going to allow the Tower to fall on the aspects of my relationship, or the relationship itself. If we can't transform it into something good, then I'll have a rebirth on my own. But the rebirth card here is we can transform the relationship. For some of you, for others, it's past its sell-by date and we can't. And you will know you're in that flow. That 3 of Coins with the 10 of Wands, you're not sure. This is the I don't know, I can't see clearly. In what way can we work on this as a team? How can we collaborate? How can we fix this together? You can't fix a relationship on your own if the other person doesn't want to cooperate. You just can't. If they're prepared to go into therapy, counselling, discuss it with you, if they're prepared to listen, then you can together work it out. But it takes 2. And sometimes 3. We need an outside perspective, okay? So maybe bringing in an impartial person like a therapist, or maybe just go talk to your best friend about it. But we are moving with that towards justice. Between the 10 of Wands and the Palace of Wands, we have justice. For some of you, this is divorce. Legal stuff, okay? For some of you, this is a legal separation. For some of you, this is a legal agreement where they're just showing me that you're staying together, but you are actually making a legal agreement. I promise to do this, and you promise to do that, and we're going to make this work. But this is bringing it back into balance, bring it into fairness. If it's been unfair, then we're getting the fairness back. Now, for some of you coming down this way, you are leaving 7 of Swords, you're letting the Tower fall, and you're going for that divorce. For some of you, not necessarily. If you lots of you won't be married, you're just ending it, okay? For some of you, that is the situation, so that you can get to a good, happy place of empowerment. But not all of you will need to do that. There is a new beginning. There is justice. Little bit of confusion here around, can we work this out together? But that will become clear as the month goes on. All right, Aquarius, this is a significant month for you. A few signs have had that message too, so interesting. Okay, let's see what the angels want to add for you, Aquarius. awareness, and believe. Believe has come out repeatedly. Okay, so awareness, what you can't change anything until you're aware of it. We are masters of deception. We truly are. We can convince ourselves black is white. It's all right, really. No, it's not. It's awful. Sort it out. Let's be honest. We need to be aware of where the problems are, what the problems are, what I'm prepared to put up with and what I'm not. Awareness is the key. Once we have awareness, then we can work it out. So the believe card. Believe that you can achieve this that you want to achieve. Believe in it. Believe in yourself. Believe in your ability to create a better reality for yourself. And if you truly want to believe that this relationship can be fixed and sorted, put all your faith into that and say, I know we can fix this. I know we can improve this. I know we can turn this around. Believe. All right, Aquarius, that is what I have for you for October. I hope it helps, give you some guidance on what is going on. I am sending you much love. Thank you for joining me. You take care. Bye-bye.